Welcome everyone, it's Tuesday, so you know what that means.
It's time for Radblast.
Guest. Nope, there's no guest.
There's no guest.
Jasmine's our guest.
No guest pass today.
My dog.
There's a couple of things. Something that I wanted to talk to you about.
Yeah.
That I've been waiting to talk to you about anxiously since I got here, but I wanted to save it. I saw It this weekend.
Oh, I haven't seen it.
Whoa.
It's good?
Yeah. It's super good.
I've heard a lot of mixed things about it.
It's fucking scary.
Yeah.
They got me on like 3 of the jump scares.
Really?
Yeah. And I'm a seasoned horror guy. And they got me on 3 of them.
How was the guy that played Pennywise?
I think that he did great.
What was his name?
Bill Skarsgård.
Skarsgård.
He's one of those Skarsgård people. You know, there's like...
Oh.
Well, no, he has a brother named Alexander
Is that the
Skarsgård.
guy from True Blood?
Yes.
Oh.
And he also played Tarzan in the new Tarzan.
Yeah.
And it was
That movie was terrible.
It was really good. The Tarzan movie?
I think so.
Watch yourself.
I thought it was bad.
I thought it was great. Samuel L. Jackson, I thought that was the best retelling of the actual story that there has been on film.
Okay.
Because I read the book.
Agree to disagree.
I'm going to be one of those guys.
Oh,
I'm going to play that card. You know, I read the book, and it's just so much better. The book's better. But, you know, the movie...
Let's see where you're going to
I
go.
just hate those people
that
do that. But no, I really did enjoy the book. It's one of my favorite books. I thought that movie did the best job of telling the actual story.
What's your favorite book to movie, and why is it Clockwork Orange?
And why is it Clockwork? I don't know that it would be Clockwork,
No?
because Clockwork has a very different ending.
Okay, well, let's go with your favorite and your least favorite.
Adaptations?
Yes.
Well, then I would have to say that my favorite is the Tarzan one, without really truly thinking about it. I feel confident with saying that, because I thought it was really good. I think that my least favorite... Well, okay. Are we talking about an adaptation from a book or an adaptation in general? Because,
from a book. We'll go from a book.
All right. I don't know that I have that many instances where there's a book that I've read that became a movie that I've seen.
Yeah. The worst one is Battlefield Earth. It's based off of Scientology. People claim. I don't know that for sure.
I didn't
But people
know.
claim that, yeah. Well, John Travolta's like the lead. My least favorite, I think, is World War Z. Did you read the book?
Nope.
Did
I didn't
you
even see the movie.
Zombie Survival Guide?
Nope.
Oh, man, you should definitely read World War Z. Do you know what it's about?
Yes.
Okay.
Listen, the Zombie Survival Guide is not going to help me, okay? I don't know if you saw Zombieland, but one of the top rules on the short list is cardio.
Yeah.
Better understand that if there's a zombie apocalypse, I'm dead.
Yep.
I'm donezo. All I can hope for is to just strap me up with explosives, and I'll take out as many as I can before I turn.
How many do you think you could take out?
In an explosion?
No,
Well,
like
it depends
prior
on how many
to,
of
like,
them.
would you fight them before they got to you?
Fuck yeah.
Okay, well, how many, like, give or take, how many zombies? Full on
know.
horde mode.
I'm pretty slow. I'm slow. But, I mean, if they're slow...
Yeah.
See, that's the other thing to consider. What kind of zombies are we talking about? Because if it's 28 days later, I'm fucked.
Everybody's fucked.
There's
28 days
no
later.
way I'm making it out of that. But if it's Dawn of the Dead, I could probably kill about a dozen of them. There's just too many variables. How many people are with me?
Yeah.
Do I have any weapons to start with, or do I have to get my own weapons?
Probably like basic weapon, like what you have around the house. Like kitchen knives.
Okay.
You have a bat, don't you?
A pair of scissors.
By your door?
Yes.
Okay.
I have a bat.
There you go.
But I mean, how far is that going to get? Well, the other thing to consider is that I have an ex-army sniper next door to me.
Yeah, I mean, you wouldn't really have to
I
leave.
would be totally fine.
Just don't leave your house.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Just stay on the second floor.
Yeah.
Just barricade the front door. Mm-hmm. And pin it up against the stairs.
When's the last time, this has to do with this, because like cardio and stuff, when's the last time you full out sprinted?
Oh, shit.
I was talking to my friend.
Do you
Warren
have a
about
calendar? Yeah. I mean...
I was talking to my friend Warren about that. I don't remember the last time I full on sprinted.
You know what probably was the last time I full out sprinted? Was that time that I outran BJ in backyard football.
That was a glory time.
That was probably the last time.
Yeah.
I don't have to run anywhere. I was thinking about that. That's one of our privileged things, right? Because if you live in India or the fucking Congo...
Why India?
Tigers.
Is it
Tigers
like that
are
big of a problem?
Yes,
Okay.
dude. Tigers are a big fucking problem.
Don't go outside.
Okay.
Amazon,
That
everything.
seems fine.
Amazon.
That's a great solution.
They're taking over the world.
Yeah, they really are. Buying Whole Foods, that was the move. You know what else was the move? I saw them talk about this on the news today. Google Glass. Remember Google Glass?
Yeah, is that coming back?
Well, they put the cart before the horse, I think, technologically, because when they sent out, they put out the prototypes a few years ago, and I worked with a guy who like paid $2,000 or whatever crazy price it was just to get the fucking
that's fucking ridiculous
trial glasses, and they ended up being, I guess, not what they wanted, so they've pulled back on release and they've been working on it. Meanwhile, Amazon is about to release their shit, and it's going to be Alexa compatible. So you'll be able to just talk to your face.
I do that all the time anyway.
Information.
Yeah.
Like it'll be connected through your smartphone. And so you could just be anywhere and be like, hey, Alexa. I guess it's kind of like Siri.
Do you think the Alexas of the world are having a really bad time right now?
Like you mean girls named Alexa?
Yeah.
Or I guess men named Alexa.
Who knows?
Or like, non-binary.
Can you change the name?
I don't want to offend anybody. Can you change
the name
of Alexa?
Yeah.
I don't know. That's a good question. They did a whole bit about it in the new South Park.
Yeah, where they're ordering tit cream or whatever.
So good.
They should have made it like a noise, like a beep boop.
That's such a great fucking show. Those guys.
I haven't watched it much lately.
Are brilliant. They never cease to just bring out the best and just poke fun at our society in all kinds of different ways. And nobody's safe.
Can we like talk about what the hell's going on in the world right now? It's crazy. The hurricanes.
The hurricanes.
The earthquakes.
Oh yeah,
fires.
We live in Florida, so hurricanes. That's been a nightmare.
We made it through.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, we didn't get destroyed.
No big banana. Although hurricane, this will date the episode, but hurricane. Yeah, that's my thing.
What?
That's my thing. I say.
About what?
No big banana.
What does that mean?
About anything. It's kind of like no big deal, but it's a little more fun.
Why don't you just say no big deal?
Because it's more fun. I literally just explained that. No big banana.
Where'd you get that from?
You know what else I say? I get business done.
You're one of those people that like says something and writes it on Facebook and then quotes yourself, aren't you?
Yeah. Well, no, I don't quote myself.
Big banana, Charles Bates.
I write funny stuff on Facebook. Yeah. I'm a pretty funny guy.
Sometimes.
Did you see that video I posted on Team Rad today?
No.
It's John Cena. You guys should look up this video. It's the John Cena. I'll put a link to it. It's like a mockumentary about how he's really invisible. And he's just like, I never knew that just waving my hand in front of my face would change my life forever. They've got it set up to that there's a guy who digitally builds him like everywhere he goes. So he's just like 24/7. He's like working on keeping John Cena visible digitally.
Do you want to get back into wrestling?
No.
Like,
we've talked about this.
We should totally get back into watching wrestling.
No.
Why?
Because there's nobody that's interesting anymore. It's not the same.
Yeah.
PG era
Stone
fucked
Cold.
Everything up.
Stone Cold's the best.
The last person that was worth a shit was CM Punk.
Yeah, and then he went to the UFC
gone.
and got destroyed.
Yeah, well, it's a different fucking game.
Yeah, it's like...
the Mayweather fights happened.
Yeah, that was like a month and a half ago.
No, it was a month ago. It was 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
I was impressed by McGregor.
I feel like that fight was...
staged.
Because it looked like he was pulling punches.
You're going down in the tent.
Doesn't matter, he got millions of dollars.
I don't know.
Just gonna stand there.
Yeah, a whole fuckload of money. And I just watched the whole thing on YouTube.
Yeah, me too.
I just kept like, I'd pull a stream and then YouTube would, like CBS would pull it. And then I'd just research and pull up the next one.
I think you can do that on Twitch as well.
I didn't do that.
The pirate's pirate.
I'm not a pirate.
Yeah.
I wouldn't steal a car.
Yeah.
I wouldn't steal a handbag.
I would.
So, you never know what you would do.
Have you ever stolen anything?
Oh, yeah.
Time to come clean.
Yeah.
All right. What was it?
Not recently. I stole a pair of my friends. I'll tell you who it is after this, because I don't want to put anybody out there. One of my friend's dads, as if he has multiple. I guess that he could. One of my friend's dad. I guess that's how you would say that.
Friend's dad.
Sounds strange. One of my friend's dad had a pair of Oakley sunglasses, and I took them.
What a dick.
I didn't know what I was going to do with them. I was like 11.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck I was doing.
When I was 5, I stole a pack of gum. from a grocery store.
Don't be.
I felt bad.
Don't sound like somebody. This is some shit you read out of a book.
No, dude. I was at
the Jiffy store and I took a piece of gum and it was awful.
I was a good kid, man. I never got suspended. I never went to detention. I never got referrals.
Awful kid.
Yeah.
Oh my. Dude, I was in trouble every fucking day. I was talking to my fiance about this yesterday. For some reason, we were talking about school and talking about administrators at our high school. And I was like, oh, yeah, well, I saw this person all the time or whatever. And she was like, oh, really? Who? I was like, I got a lot of referrals, like 100.
God.
And I know. And she was like, who wrote you up? And I was like, well, Miss.
Oh, yeah.
She wrote me up like every day. And the same year that I had her first period, I had Miss third period. And Miss wrote me up all the fucking time.
Well, you probably deserved it, no?
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah. Well, not all the time. But, I mean, there were times where I would get 2 or 3 a day. It was a problem.
Yeah.
But I was disruptive. And I was bored. And I fucking hated school. Did anybody else hate school? I hated it.
Pretty much everybody.
I really didn't like it at all.
But now do you wish you can go back?
No.
I kind of do.
Fuck no.
Just like go hang out.
I wish that I could go. If I were to go back in time, I would go back to being like 20.
Yeah.
And make some changes.
Like stay in school?
No.
No?
I wouldn't stay in school. I would just do things differently. I don't know. People say, like, I don't have any regrets. I think that's bullshit. If you're 20, you probably don't have any regrets because you're almost a child.
Yeah.
But, I mean, as you get older, it's like, there's probably some things I could have done better. Probably would have put me in a better position in life.
I try not to have any regrets. I don't think I do. Pretty regretless. Is that a word?
I don't know. It could be. So I thought of the other thing I wanted to talk about. Saw a documentary about it on Netflix last night. And at one point I cried. It was pretty intense. It's called Heroin.
Oh, I watched that last night too.
Dude.
You cried?
Yeah.
What?
When they fucking brought the dude back. Remember the guy that was pinned up against the door?
Yeah.
When they brought him back, I lost it.
Why?
I don't know. Just because it's so fucked up. It's so awful what these people are going through. And the numbers are goddamn staggering. Like, okay, I don't know if you guys know this, but Huntington, West Virginia, you should watch the thing on Netflix. It's only like 40 minutes.
I think, yeah.
Huntington, West Virginia has 96,000 people. And in Huntington, West Virginia, the amount of overdoses is 10 times the national average. 10 times.
Yeah.
In 2015, I think they said they spent $100 million on medical equipment and staff.
Yeah, because what are they giving
for people with overdoses?
No, what's that drug they give them?
It's Neroc. I can't remember what it's called.
Yeah, but it just brings them back. Like,
yeah.
Whoop.
Well, so because I guess that's the way it works. She was saying that opium attaches to the part of your brain that regulates your breathing.
Yeah.
And then this shit just like pops it off.
Yeah, it stops it.
We have phones.
We do.
It's not 1968. We can
that was a crazy documentary though.
Yeah, dude, that shit fucked me up. The opioid epidemic is a problem. It is. What really scared me is that in there they said the opioid epidemic is this generation's AIDS crisis.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my fucking God.
Well,
that's because, so awful. It's past automobile accidents for the #1 accidental cause of death.
Yeah.
Do you know how fucking crazy that is? More than cars. There's a car accident every goddamn day in Orange Park.
I mean, it's an accident that they overdose, but it's not an accident. I guess it's the same thing. It's you get in your car. It's not your intention to fucking crash. Yeah. That just proved my logic there by myself.
Naloxone.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Yeah.
Dude, I've known a couple people that
Narcan.
That OD'd.
Yeah.
Shit sucks.
That's scary, scary shit.
Yeah. People you don't even think about. Just doing.
Yeah.
And all starts
then to die and
pills.
Come back. And and most of them does. Most of it does start legally. It's really awful.
Well, it happened. There's a guy they talk about it in the documentary. This guy, he got in an accident. He was using pills, and then they stopped giving him pills, so he had to go to doing heroin because that's the closest you could do. And I think the most telling. So there's this lady in the documentary that kind of drives around, and there's prostitutes that are just prostituting because they need money for heroin. And the lady, she goes around and gets the brown bag missionary, brown bag missionary.
Her name's Netchie, or Netcha. She has a strange name.
Yeah, but she would drive around, and she picked up this one girl one time, and she asked her, she's like, what is taking heroin like? And this lady's like a big Christian, and she's like, taking heroin for you would be like kissing Jesus on the lips. And I was just like, damn.
And then the lady was like, that's pretty goddamn powerful.
Yeah, she's a...
The good home. Those are heartland people. Those are hardworking fucking blue collar, working in the coal mines. And where do you start? I mean, education? Maybe. I mean, obviously, well, in my opinion, I think that pretty much 90% of the world's problems stem from people that are uneducated.
Yeah.
Or just uninformed about things in general. People like that Jeff Sessions guy saying that marijuana is only slightly less awful than heroin. Dude. It's like, look, man, you don't need to be, not only do you not need to be saying that just in general because it's ignorant and you don't know what you're talking about, but you're on you're on an international platform.
Yeah.
So how many people out there, it's like these flat earth people. It's like, yeah, it's real hilarious that this guy thinks the earth is flat, but how many kids are out there watching that video being like, yeah, the earth is flat?
Well, there's just so much,
it's toxic.
Tons of false information online, and it's presented in a way that makes you feel like it's real. Like, look how many people on your Facebook go through and they post these clickbait articles. They don't research, they just read the headline and repost it and believe it to be true based off that headline.
Yeah.
One sentence completely...
Some of them are so crazy that it's like, just reading the headline, you got to know that this is bullshit.
Yeah, just
I remember when that shit started a few years ago, and it used to be really on the nose. It used to be super blatant. Like, it would be like, this article is on www.fuckobama.com.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, well, it's evident that this is a biased article.
Yeah.
That isn't real. It's fake news.
We should start a news channel where we just present the news
as
it is.
Yeah.
Super monotone. Today, President Trump did something.
He yelled at North Korea.
he called him Rocket Man?
Yeah.
Man.
Honestly, man, I thought about it. I'm all right with it.
He
definitely could have taken a more diplomatic approach. But, I mean, what's the alternative? North Korea has been violating UN laws for fucking 30 years.
Yeah.
They've been shooting rockets and shooting missiles, and just, they don't give a fuck. And all we've been doing for 30 years is like, hey, stop it.
Yeah.
Stop it. And I think it was cool that he drew the line and was like, listen, just so everybody is on the same page, if this country tries to fuck with us, we'll destroy it.
Yeah.
Which is true. Everybody knows that anyway. I don't know. I didn't vote for the guy. I'm not defending him as a person. I'm just saying, I support that.
Who'd you vote for?
I voted for Gary Johnson, in spite of all of the people that bitch about that being a wasted vote. I think that the mentality of your third-party vote being a wasted vote is why it's a wasted vote. It's that mentality. It's not my vote. It's not my goddamn fault. I voted for Gary Johnson. Yeah. I didn't vote for any of those wackos. I voted for Gary Johnson. And it was weird that everybody railroaded him because he fucked up like twice.
Yeah, I don't understand that, but then they still voted for Donald Trump.
That's what I'm saying.
This guy talked about how he would basically have sex with his daughter.
Right.
If it wasn't for him being her father.
Right.
That's just a weird thing to say.
It's very strange. And then to support that, and then even more so, to be like, look at how dumb Gary Johnson is. He doesn't even know where Aleppo is. It's like, where did you know where fucking Aleppo was until you started shitting on this guy? You're talking about a dude who totally fucking changed everything in his state. I mean, he went in there with a deficit and since has had a surplus.
Yeah.
You don't get better than that. I mean, coming in, losing money, and then leaving with too much.
Well, folks, that was a heated Tuesday.
Is that all of it?
Oh, yeah.
Is that the whole thing?
That was it.
Whoa.
Mine, Belizzo.
That went by fast.
Yeah. Well, hey, stay tuned. Next Tuesday, we'll do the same thing.
We're going to do more.
Also, we've got some more videos coming. Drunk Before Noons, obviously, on Friday.
We've been telling them this for years.
D&Ds come when they come. It's hard to get everybody together. We all have full-time jobs.
D&Ds are going to be funny, though. There's 3 left. There's three. Well, yeah, there's
for
three
the season,
left.
not just in general.
Yeah, I'm gonna do one, and then I'm gonna do the other, and then the finale is gonna be a surprise.
We have 2 short films coming. 3, one more in November. So 2 probably this month or October, and then 1 in November.
Whatever happened to the art of kidnapping?
I'll talk to you about it. Hey, stay tuned, folks.
All right,
We love you guys. Bye.